Hi everyone, this is things to familiarize yourself with. We're in the beginning of our season, we're putting our shows together, and these are just 4 things that I want you to make sure that you understand and have at least looked at, started to read through before we really get into the competitive season. It's going to help your team be more successful. Today we're going to cover judges sheets, timing and penalty, CompetitionSuite, and resources that are available to you through our website and through WGI. So up first is the judges sheets. These are available on the WGI website, and I will put it up right here how to find them. The judges sheets are how the judges actually translate your show into a score. So they're given this exact same thing, and it's basically, you can think of it as a rubric that they're looking at to then put a number down. So within each class, there's all of the different captions you can take a look at. Today we're going to use A class, and we're going to use the general effect sheets. And if you notice, every caption has 2 pages to the sheets. The first page is going to be more of a general overview of the caption. It includes the points of comparison. It includes the score breakdown for the different boxes. It also includes a general description of what the caption is. And we can find that right at the top here. It says, A-class guards demonstrate intermediate level qualities in repertoire and performance. Successful effect combines a logically written repertoire with an achieved and communicated performance. So that's the overview, and then you can see below that they break down the repertoire effect and the performance effect. So for each caption score, there are 2 sub-captions that then are combined to give you your full score. So at the top, repertoire effect, we can think of this as the what of the show. It's how your show is written. And then for performance, we can think of that as the how. So it's how your performers carried that show to the audience and to the judges. Beneath both of these, there are points of comparison, and these are the things that the judges are actually specifically looking at in your show to then put down the specific numbers, which we'll see on the second page. So if we turn to the second page, you can see this has a lot more words on it. It's a lot more specific, and this is really how you're going to find the numbers that you achieved. So at the top, you can find the 5 different boxes, and then just beneath that, you can see the point range that falls into each one of those. And this is how the judge puts a number down. So let's say that my group got a 65 at a show. So if you find 65 up towards the top, puts us into box 4, and it puts us in low box 4 because we're between 60 and 69 within that. So then if you follow that down, that means that our average of all of the boxes beneath that equal into that range right there. So in the different points of comparison in the center of the page, you may have had different rates of success per point of comparison. However, when everything is averaged out, that's where you're going to land. This sheet is extremely useful. And so if you can understand how the judges put down the number that they're going to put down for you, this is a way for you to be smarter early in the season in putting your show together. The better you understand the rubric on which you will be evaluated, the better then your show can be competitively. Our second item today is timing and penalty, and all of this can be found both on the MEPA website as well as the WGI website in the rule book. The rule book is going to have everything you need in it as far as what props can I use, what counts as equipment. There's all sorts of information in there that you should take a look at, but what I want to focus on today is timing and penalty. And there's a table that they put in there that has all of the timing breakdown for each class, and I'm going to put it up right here. If we take a look at this, you have interval time, you have minimum performance time, you have maximum performance time, and then you have authorized equipment time. And each class has different requirements. What each one of these mean is interval time is how long you have from when your time starts to when you've exited the floor. So this is where the timeline comes in. Once you cross that timeline, your interval time starts. Then it ends as soon as every performer and every parent and everybody has crossed back over that timing line. Minimum performance time, this is from the time that your music starts or from the time that your performance starts until the last note of your show. Maximum performance time, same thing. This is the longest it can possibly be. Authorized equipment time is how long you're actually spinning in your show. And the list of authorized equipment and what is considered authorized equipment can be found in the rule book on both WGI and MEPA's website. Keep in mind that timing rules and timing penalties are waived the first 2 weekends of the season, as we all have shorter shows and we're still getting everything together. But there will be timing penalties assessed within the season if you fall outside of that table. Our third item today is CompetitionSuite. And you may already be familiar with this. This is how we register for shows. But it's something that you're going to want to poke around on and take a look at. Make sure you have it downloaded on your phone. This is where you get the judges' tapes. So after the show, when you get evaluation from the judges, they fall into this app. And then you're able to listen to all of those, hopefully before critique, so that when you go in, you can be asking the questions to then better your show. The fourth item we're going to talk about today is the resources that you have available to you. And I encourage you right off the bat to check out the MEPA website as well as the WGI website, because most of what you'd be wondering can be found there. Another way you can find answers to your questions is contacting your unit representative. And these are assigned to you at the beginning of the season. They're through the MEPA board, and they're a great person to contact if you have questions about contests, if you have questions about rules, if you have questions about judges. And they may not know the answer, but they can certainly put you in contact with somebody who does, or be able to get the resources to you that you need.